Good morning. Happy Monday. Yes, it's Monday morning chats with Sack, and Sack is me. And I'm not sure if you've been looking at all my videos, but the purpose of Monday morning chats is to just give you a daily dose of some inspiration to start your week off. And why not do it on Monday morning, right? So that's why it's called Monday morning chats with Sack, and it's me, Sack. So I hope that you guys had a great weekend. I had a relaxing weekend. It was a good weekend. I didn't do as much. I was sore. So I hired a personal trainer and she's been killing me. I went to the gym this morning with her and she killed me again. And so with this whole thing with using a personal trainer, there's certain things like I have a diet plan, like I have a meal plan. I have workouts I do with her, and then I have workouts I do when I'm not with her. So if I had to label this chat today, it will be titled Consistency. In how you do one thing is how you do all things. And so with personal training, I told her, before I started, I sent her pictures of myself. And I said, hey, I'm not into trying to lose so much weight. I just really want to tone. And the one thing about toning, you have to do a lot of cardio and then some weightlifting. So there are some areas where I need to shed fat and I have to make sure I'm on a strict diet. And so she gave me a meal plan. And I'm not going to hold you, when you're trying to become very healthy, it can become very expensive. And so I realized like, damn, I'm buying all this stuff and it's costing so much. But I realized, hey, these are the things I'm putting inside my body and it's only to help me. And so consistency for me is continuing with my diet, making sure I go to my trainer on the set days and making sure that it's not so much what I do when I'm with her, it's the things that I do when I'm not with her. And so that means that even though she's not there, hey, am I still sticking to my meal plan that I have, right? Am I still sticking to it? Because it's so easy to derail and say, you know what? No one's not watching. I can eat whatever I want. And let me hold you. I love food. And I can cook. I can cook very well. And so for me, making my meals wasn't a bad thing, but I'm like, hey, I want something else. I want my different seasonings. I like have so many seasonings. And I realized like, hey, some of these seasonings has sodium in it. A lot of sodium, I may have to cut back on some of these things. But then I realized that I have a goal, right? I have a goal that I want to get to. And that goal is to be a little bit more toned and fit and trim because I'm ready to hit the beach this summer. Like I am ready to go. And so I realized that, hey, with consistency is making sure you are having a pattern, right? Doing these things. So I had to make sure that I'm working out. Even when I'm not with her, I'm working out. Even when I'm not with her, I'm eating the foods that I'm supposed to eat and drinking a lot of water. So it was making sure that I had this plan and that I'm sticking to it, right? And then I realized, I started to think about things. Just imagine if you had a goal. And let's say that whatever this goal is, you have a plan, right? You have to map it out. And you write it down because you have to have a plan. That's what the Bible says, right? Have a plan, write it out. And then you try to move forward to accomplishing whatever goal that you have, right? But making sure you not only write it out, but you execute. And so I have my meal plan. It's written out. My workouts is written out. My trainer has those written out. And then when I'm not with her, I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. And then what I do is execute. Make sure that I show up, right? Make sure I get up. And don't get me wrong, I love sleeping in my bed. I love my bed. I do not want to get out. But I just know my overall goal is to become more fit. And so I'm following this plan and executing it. Just imagine if you did that with your goals. So just think about the goals that you have in your life. It may be to go back to school. It may be to start your own business. You have to be consistent. And then I started thinking about my business, right? And so I realized like, even though it's tax season and it's crazy, but I still make time for working out because it's important to me. It's important. I still get my work done. I still get my 7 hours or 8 hours of sleep. Yes, believe it or not, I do. But you know why? Because I plan everything. I use my calendar. I use my planner. Those things are needed for me to have a productive day. So I can look at the times throughout the day and I can say, you know what? I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. If I'm lollygagging, that's because of me. And I need to stop and get to work. And so I have my calendar. I'll say, you know, by this time, this is what I need to do. And then at this time, I need to do this. I need to do X, Y, and Z. So that way, my whole day is planned. And I do that on a consistent basis. So that way, I'm using my time effectively. Just think about the goals that you have. You can accomplish whatever you want in your life. You can, if you want to lose weight, you can do that. If you want to go back to school, you can do that. You can really do that. But you have to ask yourself, are you consistent, right? You know, don't get me wrong. There's sometimes at workouts, I'm like, this lady's trying to kill me. Like, what is she making me do today? Like, I'm about to die, right? I'm about to die. And I realized that, you know, when you're trying to accomplish a goal, you know, sometimes it's not going to be easy. You may encounter hurdles and, you know, you may get to a point where you may have to stop for a second. But do you let those things allow you to just go left and just never go back? And so I challenge you that you can accomplish whatever you want in your life. You can accomplish whatever you want, but you have to be consistent. How you do one thing is how you do all things. And once I understood that, life became a little bit more easier for me. Now I'm able to say, you know what? Hey, I know how to make my business grow, but not working as much, but how to work smarter. I know how to make more money without staying up long hours throughout the night. I know how to do that. I know how, hey, don't be scared to invest. You can do that. But just because one deal doesn't go well, it doesn't mean that other deals will not go well. You just have to have faith. So be consistent and have this plan and execute. And I guarantee you that you will see results. The reason why people give up on their dreams is because they don't see results immediately. When I started my business, I didn't really start to see a real profit until, I want to say, the second year. Second year going into the third year. The first year I was like, damn, I kept using my own money. I'm like, this is too much. My third year, my business was paying for everything. But then life happens. You know, beginning of this year, I was using my own funds to buy stuff. But I said, you know what? I'm consistent. I'm going to stick with this plan. And I know that my business is going to grow. So think about it. Your dreams, your ideas, they can grow, but you have to execute. You have to work towards it. So are you working towards it? The last thing I would say, you know, I have this diet that I'm on, and the food's pretty good. It's not that bad. You know, if it was me, I will eat healthy, but not as healthy as I'm eating right now. So I just started thinking about, like, you know, hey, I'm putting all this healthy stuff in my body, right? And it's making me feel good, and it's making me have a lot of energy. Then I just started to think about, how will people be if they fill their own self up with good things? Like, they tell themselves that they love themselves, and they tell themselves that they are amazing, and they look in the mirror and they are happy with what they see. I wonder how life will be for them if they can stop for a second, smell their own roses, and look in the mirror and say, hey, I am happy with what I see. I love myself. And I told one of my friends that, you know, we talked about marriage. I was like, yeah, I desire to get married, of course, and I desire to be a wife. And I said, but I cannot marry a man that doesn't love himself. A person that doesn't love their self, they can't love anybody else. There's a quote that says, I love myself, therefore I can love you. And I love you because I love myself. And so the whole concept of love, it starts within. If you don't love yourself, I'm telling you, it'll be so hard to love other people. And when people try to love you, it's hard because you're not able to receive. So just think about it. Like, pour all these good things in you. Like, pour all these good things. And I can tell you, like, it will show on the outside. When you love yourself, you don't care what people say. You don't care what other people do. You stay in your own lane. My friends always tell me that I'm just like unbothered. And I said, you know what? I love myself, and I love who I am as a person. Like, I can't be concerned about other things that are going on with somebody else's life. I wish them well. I'll pray for them. You know, if you need me to get on a prayer call, I can do that. You need me to lift your name up in prayer during my Bible study, I could do that. But certain things, like, I just can't worry about. And so I was like, it's not that I don't care, but I've learned that I don't want to be consumed with things that can affect me. So just think about it. The things that you put inside your body, just think about the things you tell yourself, because there's so much power in the tongue. If you say that you don't love yourself, you say that you hate yourself, you say that I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not capable of these things, I'm a failure. You say all these things, it's going to show on the outside. And when you love yourself, you care about who you are as a person. It shows in your outer appearance, how you dress, how you walk, how you talk. I learn a lot about a person the moment that they open their mouth. And so if I listen to you talk, it says a lot about who you are. So just think about it. Just think about the things that you are saying and ask yourself, is this a reflection of me? Is this really a reflection of who I am as a person? And if it is not, you should go back to the drawing board and say, if I had to define who I am as a person, what would that be? What would that look like? How would people describe me, right? Who are you? Feed yourself good thoughts. Feed yourself good things and say, hey, I'm great and I'm amazing and I'm awesome. Like, say those things. I told myself yesterday, I read affirmations every day. And then yesterday, I looked in the mirror and I was like, Sakina, you are dope. You are amazing. You are awesome. And I just bought these Calvin Klein dresses. Like, one thing about me, this is J. Crew. So one thing about me, I am like a little label person, but I am very cost effective. And I do love Calvin Klein. Like, I love Calvin Klein. My size dress is a size 4. So if you love me, size 4, that's me. Sometimes size 2, just depending on like how, like the material. But I bought some Calvin Klein dresses and I just was saying to myself, you know what? You are dope, Sakina. And when you put these dresses on, girl, you gonna kill it. You're a bomb as fuck. Like, you're a bomb. You're doing everything that you said you were going to do. You are amazing. You don't look for no validation. If people don't like you, the hell with them, because you like yourself, you love yourself, and those are the things that matter. So I'm here to tell you that when you love yourself, you don't care what people say. I walk out the door, I got a hoodie on with my J's on, and I really don't care what nobody think about me, because I know what I think about myself. I'm amazing. I'm great. I have gray hair. I had gray hair since I was like 14 years old. No, I'm not stressed. I'm actually living a good life. It's just hereditary. But I'm happy with who I am as a person. And I make sure that I'm around good people that have good energy, right? Because no matter how well you feel about yourself, you want to protect your energy. So if you're like a nasty person, you're nasty, always getting nasty with people, I cut you short. Like, I cut you short. You have to go to the left, because you're not going to mess up my energy. You're not going to mess up my day. You're not going to mess it up. Like, you're not going to do that. So think about it. Do you love yourself? Tell yourself that. I challenge you to look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I'm great and I'm amazing and I'm bomb. I'm bomb. So consistency is key. How you do one thing is how you do all things. And think about it. For me, I'm working out more and I'm making sure I'm watching the things that I eat, the things that I'm putting inside my body, but I'm mindful of the things that I say, right? Because, there's power in the tongue. So tell yourself that you're amazing. Tell yourself that you're great. Tell yourself that you're capable of all these things. Like, tell yourself those things. And you will feel so good about yourself. So good about yourself. It's a challenge, but you can do it. You're amazing. You're great. You're awesome. If you're a woman, you are beautiful. Never let someone tell you who you are. It doesn't matter your skin complexion. It doesn't matter your hair type. It doesn't matter your size or your weight. You are still beautiful, and you have to believe that in yourself. If you're a man, the same things apply. Doesn't matter your height. It doesn't matter your size, your weight. You are amazing. And never forget that. And so it is Monday. So shout out to all the dope men out there. You are amazing. You are great. You are phenomenal. Never let someone tell you otherwise. Hey, it's okay to have emotion. Like if you need to cry, to my fellas, it's okay to cry. Like it is okay. Sakina said that it is okay. It's okay. It's okay to have feelings. So it's okay to hurt. But I do pray that you heal. And so if there's something that's stopping you from having a hopeful life, I pray that you heal. And I pray that you're open to heal and get the help that you need. Whether it's a therapist, whether it's just taking time for yourself, whatever you need for you to do for yourself to make you become a whole person. That's all I have. I hope that you guys have a great Monday. I hope that you have a great week. And I just hope that you just never forget that you are really amazing. Like seriously, you're really amazing. Take care, guys.